I did a whole live earlier and did not realize that it was not even look, let me make sure the mic was muted. So my bad. My bad. I'm like, oh, because sometimes I play it back. So my bad. My bad. I said, I'm turning my TV up. I was like, I don't hear nothing. Bitch. See, that's why old people shouldn't be doing stuff. Today is not going good. I was supposed to go to the bone doctor. Get there. It's pouring raining. So it took me forever to get there, and then I was late, of course. So then they rescheduled it because they wanted to do it like Wednesday. I'm trying to get ready to go out of town. I got a whole bunch of stuff to get done. I'm like, I can just wait. But since it rained, like it's kind of like corrected what was wrong. So I'm walking better. I don't know. But anyways, let's get back to talking about who I came to talk about earlier. Miss K. Michelle. That chick. Her. K. Is she housewife material? I don't think so. I think Kay needs to actually reevaluate why the hell she came on the show and figure out like, how is this platform helping or hindering my brand? And this ain't helping. Anytime we get to talking about a smelly cooch on TV amongst women, it's not helping your brand, honey. It's not. We need to cut the ties, pack the bags up, let's get on out. It's not helping you. So Kay needs to go. She does. I don't need to see her on my TV screen no more with the Real Housewives. I think maybe if something was to turn around quickly, but she's too sensitive, way too sensitive, too emotional. It must be too much trauma associated with all the things that she went through. About the rumor that got out saying that her coochie smells. At first it was Portia saying that she had a miscarriage, threw her off. That threw her way off. She got all upset about that, got to tweeting. Honey, you're on a show, a reality show. You're supposed to have those confrontations right there. Not over the internet and leaving people to try to figure out who the fuck you talking about and what you're talking about. Okay, Michelle, it's time to go. It truly is. It's time for you to go. I only knew you for your music. I never seen Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, so I don't know how how it was for her on that show. But Kay needs to pack it up, get to going. Good luck on your country music. Good luck on your journey through motherhood. Good luck on everything else that does not consider you being on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, the show, the episode, it was, I enjoy watching it, but I hate seeing people cry. And you're crying on here, and other people don't understand why you're crying, Kay. Then you won't say who said it. So it sounds like a production thing to me. You won't say who said what. I'm trying to make this a little higher. Look, I got a little makeshift stand. I ain't get my other thing out. But yeah, you won't say who said what. The girls are trying to figure out these riddles, these parables you're speaking in. They don't know. Then they're putting the blame game on Shamia. You said it wasn't Shamia. So what are we doing here? Then you want to go in on Drew. But Portia is right there. Portia is the one that made the comment about the clean vagina, in reference that you thought it was in reference to your bad smelling vagina that Mano said, I think it was, on the Breakfast Club. Girl. But I knew it. I knew it. As soon as she said that, and then the camera was at her in her face, I said, oh God, she's thinking about what I had heard. And the only reason why I had heard that, thank you for liking up the video. Only reason why I had heard that, I don't know, something on social media or something, but that's what I did hear about K. Michelle, having BO. The lady parts was not all that fresh, supposedly, for a man she was dealing with. And he goes back and that tells you how immature this person was. You fucking and sucking on this woman, and then you're gonna go back and say her pussy stank. I don't know. But all I will say is the trauma from that, I just don't think you're ready for this show. It's too much. You're crying, and you are really giving Angel Massey. You really are. You're giving Angel Massey. And I was prepared for the K. Michelle that everybody was talking about shaking tables. But you trying to shake tables on Drew, which you don't even really got a beef with. You should have said something to Portia and Phaedra, who you said was supposed to be setting this plot up. Portia, if this is supposed to be the plot that was supposed to be set up, Portia's the one who actually said something about the oysters. Your issue should be with, say something to Portia. Either you pull her aside or you had the perfect forum right there when all the ladies were talking about it. But yet, you rather go off on Drew. You thought Pete Willie was going to pop off? I don't know. All I know is it's not giving. This is not something, I don't take pleasure in seeing somebody, crying. I'm like, as soon as she started crying, I'm like, get her off my damn TV screen. We don't even know what the fuck you crying about. You come down these stairs, you got an attitude. We don't know what's going on. And it's like pulling teeth to find out what's going on. You get in these confessionals, talk the shit. But you need to back the shit up. We ain't got to be running over here to Twitter to find a tweet you didn't tweeted 6 months ago. We need to see the shit in real time while you was on that screen. Not you tweeting in real time, and then we got to go back and try to figure out what the fuck you was tweeting about all those months ago. She's just not ready, I don't know, everybody has these excuses. They was like, she's just trying to prove that she's not the gutter snipe that they said she was on Love and Hip Hop. I don't know, be it. But what you're giving, I don't know. Everybody keeps saying how Kelly needs to go, how Shamia needs to go. But no, the one who needs to go is K. Michelle. This one needs to go. It makes, you over here booing. You couldn't go to dinner because you didn't have your glam team. Now you are already in the big house with everybody. You did come over and compliment and say everybody looks so beautiful. Girl, you still look the damn same. It was nothing wrong with your look. I don't know. She has some kind of self-esteem issues or something. Because it makes no sense. It makes no sense, girl. You could have threw on something, and I don't know. I think she must have in her head that Housewives up here and Love and Hip Hop is down here. I don't know. But it's all one and the same to me. It really is, Okay, they say this creme de la creme. This is on Bravo. The other was on VH1 or whatever, BET. But y'all in the same circles. Y'all all in Atlanta. So these ain't a bunch of bougie, hoity-toity girls. They're not. They the same girls you seeing at the club or at Houston's and all them other places y'all go. So I don't know what the issue is, but I'm just not enjoying what she's giving. I just ain't, you know. Like I said, this is my first time seeing her on screen doing a reality show because I hadn't followed the other ones. But what I'm getting, pudding, she ain't ready. She ain't ready for this here life. She not ready. So go on over there, sing your little country music, be down there in Nashville, be doing some hee-hawing and yodeling. Do what you like, honey. But this right here, the bullshit with black and this stanky pussy crap, oysters, all that, it just don't make no sense. And it's not giving. It is not. I mean, goodness. And I wouldn't, if I was her, I would have never brought that up here. Nobody mentioned it. And I really don't think Portia was getting at that. That's some low down dirty shit if they were. So, but if I thought they were, I would have let her know, right then and there. Don't do this crying and, or just have an attitude. And then until you really figure out something, let the little, follow the little breadcrumbs. And then once you figure, hey, that's when you got to do your own little research. I don't know. Is you mad? Then there was a tweet that she made, something about saying you my friend, but you screwing my man or some mess like that. I don't know. Is she talking about R. Kelly? I don't know. Is the mood to change with Portia because of the R. Kelly fact? Girl, because he was a whole married while he was dealing with both of y'all. So both of y'all was sleeping with a married man. I don't know. It's just like, K. Michelle, I had all these great expectations because I'm listening to all the other YouTubers and bloggers talking about, she's going to come in, she's going to do her thing. First, I felt like she was kind of acting like she was above it all. And I can't believe y'all doing this. And I'm like, this is the same lady that was on Love and Hip Hop? She's still singing Rashida Got Bags? I do know about that. And it just seems like she can dish it, but she can't take it. She can't take it. So, if you can't take it, then don't dish it. And honey, I've never, let these, it's all, it's for entertainment. So why are you crying? I don't understand it. Girl, you can't be, this is giving Angel Massey. And I swear to God, because when Angel Massey cried to Giselle, I wanted to pop her in the face. I said, how you gonna cry to your ops? What's going on? Why is you crying, Kay? Your feelings is that hurt? So, honey, I don't know what's gonna go on, but I don't believe Shamia put no battery in her back to do nothing. I think K. Michelle probably is a little bit delusional, and she probably has some paranoia going on. She's paranoid about things. Maybe think people are talking about her. Maybe I don't know. But all I do know is she's not ready for this type of environment. She can't get down with the ladies. She's too emotional. She don't know where she fit in. I think I just don't know. I really don't know, but this is not good. I mean, the episode was pretty good. I would say that, but I think the way she came at Drew, she should have came at Portia the same way. But she didn't want that smoke from Portia. I mean, because if I honestly thought that it made me cry, oh, anybody I thought had something to do with it, I'm coming at them. I'm going to say something, honey. I'm going to say, who told me? So I'll be in there shaking the tables for real. And bitch, don't you think you're about to sit here in my face just to try to plot on me? So I don't even know. But, the thing is, everybody fuck with Drew. And Drew said, I wish he did this. I said, what is this? I was thinking Power Ranger, but I guess they said that was TLC. She was doing the T-Bars. See waterfalls. Please think. I don't know. But I just thought it was ridiculous. They're arguing like this about black, which made no sense. Because to me, the only person who had a real gripe was Shamia. Because y'all trying to make it like Shamia was the one who was, she was the puppeteer. Trying to make her the fall guy, she said. So I think Shamia is the only one. And Angela, her ass is messy as hell. Some people say, oh, Angela was just clocking it. No, Angela messy as hell. And she's getting to the point where I like her reads. I like Angela, but I think she's messy. And I think it's easy for her to always want to come back to Shamia, which is crazy because you sit there and you come over there to try to gather information from them just to run your ass back and tell Portia them. And I feel like, so what is the game is to kiss Portia ass, but then be in the confessionals talking about, because don't let Portia get drunk because she want to fuck your man. She didn't say that, but she said that. I don't know. I'm just starting to really not care for Angela like this. I don't. Just because she know how to read and she's quick with it, she's a wordsmith. But I think to keep fucking with Shamia, because Shamia is making faces, or because Shamia, I don't, why? Y'all, Shamia's sitting there looking. She ain't inserted herself. Drew tried that Shamia is trying to make everything about her. No. Angela brought Drew into it. And Shamia into it, and Shamia answered. But I don't feel like Shamia should be like, just because Portia don't like her, or they are not friends, or they not seeing it for each other, that the others don't like her now. And that's what it seems like. It really does. And I listened to one guy explain it earlier, and I go, oh, because I like to get, sometimes you have your own point of view. I like to get other people's point of view to see, like, am I in a bubble or whatever? And this guy made a statement, and he was like, if Portia and Simon had made it, if she was able to still be married and they, together and all that, he said Shamia and Portia would even probably have no problem. The problem is that Shamia has the life that Portia wants. He said, because she's the baddest bitch on the show. And I would say, yes, she is. Far as the lifestyle, we might not like the way she dressed or whatever. I know. I really didn't mind the mullet. I really didn't. Because the hair I don't really care for is Drew's. Drew hair on the way down there to Houston looked a hot fucking mess. But she had the nerves to talk about Shamia's hair. Shamia got her body. I mean, her body never really been bad, but that body is body. And she said, I'm going to show you this ass today. I'm going to show you my black ass today. I just feel like it's trying to be a takedown of Shamia. That's what I feel like. Because the way Angela was sitting up there and was trying to say, well, because I believe Shamia, because she's making all these faces. I believe Shamia this, Shamia that. I just don't think so. I don't. And whoever told Kay whatever they said, evidently, she has an issue, and trauma behind that. And I do believe she believes somebody said that. Or, I do. But I just, for her to be crying and that upset, you should have took your frustration out on Portia. Because Portia is the one who said something about the oysters. And I just want to, hey, you said something about, what was you insinuating? That's where I would have went with it. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But I just think this lady right here need to pack it up. We 7 episodes in. People thought she was gonna be running the girls. No, she ain't. She not. She she gonna have to do something. She's gonna have to. I don't know how she's gonna turn this around. But all this since the strike one, when she made that deal about the miscarriage. I'm a woman who had 4 miscarriages. So if somebody was to, because we would have never thought that, oh, her ass is leaking. No, we would have never thought that. So I would have never thought that anyway. So I didn't think Portia was being facetious or anything. But I said, oh, you had a miscarriage? No. But she got so upset about that. I'm like, what? Then the whole thing about the makeup and not having her glam team, and she couldn't go to you already in a big house with everybody. Because by rights, to me, the worst room should have went to the 2 newbies, and that's the way Cynthia should have kept it. Get the rooms that they perceive to be the worst ones. That's what you should have done, and let everybody else stay in the big house. You could have kept Pinky out there, so it would have been K Michelle, I guess Pinky out there. K Michelle, Pinky, and what's the other girl? Kelly. Maybe, that's the way they should have done it. Then you wouldn't have what we do have, a division here of the women. And it does seem like, that they're trying to, because, hello, I'm about to dye my hair. It looks a mess, but I'm about to dye it. But it just seems like Kay Michelle, she's gonna have an issue with these ladies, and I don't know why. But I just think her esteem, and she's a beautiful girl. She has poor self-esteem. I don't I don't know who did whatever to her in the past, but that lady right there, she got some issues. And honey, the best song that fits her is Drew's song, the Lulu, you must be the Lulu, because this stuff is crazy. I don't understand it. Okay, girl, this ain't it. Portia say wrong road. Since when we get on here and god dang, I don't think I've ever seen a housewife. Well, I take it back. Karen did say, said something about Giselle ass stinking once, but I think she was throwing shade. But this here, I honestly don't think Portia and them is that low down to try to bring something up about whatever a person had said 8 years ago about her vagina smelling. Girl, I would never have said that. And then talked about the different surgeries you done had down there to tighten it up. And this the married vagina. Y'all don't know this one. Okay. What? What the fuck? I don't know. So I came back because I did a live earlier where I was cooking lunch. And for some reason, I had the mic off. So I said, let me get back on here and share my thoughts on K Michelle. Pack it up, Buttercup. You are not to never do another show like this because you're not housewife material. She's not. You're too sensitive. And I get to seeing tears rolling down your face like this about just kind of, you won't say. We know Candy used to cry, but Candy used to cry a lot when she was mad. And she would say what she was crying about. Oh, I'm going to drag your ass, bitch. That's why I'm crying. Stuff like that. But this here, you at the breakfast table and what? And then won't say, but you speaking in riddles, talking in parables. It's craziness. So I think the fight that you were having with Drew was uncalled for. Because Drew just looked lost, like, what? This ain't part of the plan? I don't know. This, K. Michelle. I don't know, girl. This is not given. And this is my first exposure to you being on a reality show. So I didn't know too much about it. So, what to expect. I just was hearing everybody else say if they thought she was a good fit for the show or if she was too ghetto for the show. But all we saw is, to me, like a real timid girl. And a timid, emotional girl, to me, that has self-esteem issues because it shows. Because, I mean, like, I understand we all can be fresh-faced. Like, when I get ready to go, we're going to Miami on Thursday, so I'm going to be done up. I'm going to dye my hair tonight. I'm going to try anyways. I just hate it. Just takes so long for the dress to dry. That's why I don't want to do it. So I'm gonna dye my hair and everything. So I got my color and everything. So I'm gonna do all that. But I'm just thinking like I understand, what her brand is, but when she was complaining about not having her glam team there and not doing her going to just a moment. Sorry about that. That was my mom. Yeah, so I just wanted to get up here and say that Kay, you're too delulu to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. You too sensitive. Girl. I mean, to me, you should embrace your beauty because I'm pretty sure, like on these scenes they had the breakfast scenes. Phaedra, she didn't have her face on. Y'all didn't recognize her, but Phaedra's not bad looking either way. I like seeing women wear their natural faces. I mean, because when I get made up, I'm made up. But I think when you always feel like you have to have on so much makeup all the time, unless like Candy, she does have the bad raccoon eyes, so she used concealer for that. So I can understand that. But Kay, I'm not understanding. You didn't even want to do the scene, but yet you did the scene out there. You were out there, at the pity party with Shamia and Kelly. I don't know. Okay. I don't know how many episodes we got left, but I'm about tired of her on my TV screen. I mean, she shook it up a little bit, but she shook it up with the wrong person. I mean, it was. I don't think she should have really just came at Drew like that. I mean, we know Drew be doing some dumb, be with the shits, but I don't really think Drew should have got all that. When you think the whole thing was being laid out in front of you where you had your antennas went up about them oysters, and whoever made note about the oysters that told you about it, but you saw and you heard what Portia said. Like I said, I don't even think Portia is that low down to go there. I don't think so. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other things if she wanted to go after Kay, the other route going about, oh, somebody said you smell. I don't I don't think that that's the route that these housewives are going down. But you know, they do get shit on you. So they can read you down. But I wouldn't have brought that up so they can read you down about them. Yo, sit down there. Girl. Okay. I don't know. But I'm going to get off this last line, call my mom back. Brandy and I will go live tomorrow at 9:15. We're going to be reviewing episode 6 and 7 of Real Housewives. I don't know if we're going to be on the same page, but I'm right this page today. And thinking about what I'm thinking about, we may clash on Angela. Because I feel like Angela is really stirring the pot too hot. She's stirring it too fast and she's getting it too hot and she's coming in too hot for Shamia. And why? I don't understand it, but she is. I don't know what the issue is with Shamia when the issue should have been with Portia, because Portia's the one who said, you better leave her alone or she gonna fuck your man. Shamia is the one who laughed at it. So you got your get back because you went back and told Portia what Shamia had confided in telling you. So Shamia, yes, you out here telling your business about your friends, and you know, and they went back and told it. So Shamia is upset about it, but for them to be bringing this stuff back up this season, we all know that Portia and her ain't really messing with each other. I don't even know if they even had like a conversation other than when she came to Portia's house. They spoke, but to me, they're kind of just like in the scenes and they're not really speaking to each other. I mean, you know, they kind of stand by each other or whatever, but we'll see. But as of right now, I'm on K Michelle ass. K Michelle, you got to go. You are the weakest link. I don't care. Y'all can talk about Kelly all you want to. She holding her own. You might not like the tone of her voice or whatever. And she's on Portia ass because Portia came for her this season. Yes, Kelly did say, why you sleep with that lady's husband? Because she did. It's like we didn't know that. He was still married. And why you sleep with Andrea Kelly's husband? So Portia was trying to get her get back and say that Kelly, that she know for a fact that Kelly was messing around with a married man out there in California on BET weekend. Or Kelly wanted to scissor her. She said a troll wanted to climb this tree. Lord. But so far, I would say the season's been pretty good to me though. It ain't been boring. It ain't. I hate seeing emotional ladies on the show that's gonna cry almost about anything. And that's what she's giving. She's gonna cry about it. So that's it. That's all. Let me go ahead and start dyeing my hair so I can twist it up and curl it up so these pipe, what do you call pipe fitters or whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna roll it with those and I can have curls, but I want them to kind of be big curls. And get ready for this weekend coming up. So that's it. That's all. That's my rant on K Michelle. Y'all have a great evening and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow with Brandy. Bye-bye.